or iron that. It's me, Kelli Taylor, the hairdresser with the best salon in, I'm going to say the world. There, I've said it. My name's Kelli Taylor, hairdresser, owner of Hair Body, Hair Choice, a feminist salon for feminists. And today, what a show. It's amazing. Now, my salon is called Hair Body, Hair Choice. And we're also going to be talking tonight about my website, about my website. She's my favourite woman, hairbodyhairchoice.com. Please feel free to send me lovely messages. I've had a lovely one today from Lois about her vajazzling that she wants doing, which I think I'm going to have to get extra crystals for because, like I say, it looks like a hand baguette. But first, before anything else, it's time for salon news. I'll do a jingle. Salon news. I just made that up. Right, salon news. I've got so much to tell you about the salon. For people who haven't joined us before, my salon has got a few people working for it, and in this news you'll find out who. Right. Oh yeah, no, you are my favourite. You're my favourite woman, / blonde variety. You're my favourite blonde woman, is what I'm saying. Jane is my favourite woman / crone / greying, but not coming to terms with it like me. I went and had to have my hair coloured today because I've got grey hair. Breaks my heart. Anyway, shut up. It's salon news. Right. The other day I was real busy in the salon and that, right? And I had all the staff in. There was me, there was Becky, there was Jackie, there was Debbie Downer. For people who don't know who Debbie Downer is not depressed or anything like that. It's just that she once got Bell's palsy and the name stuck. So there was her, Fern and me. And we were seeing who could balance a broom on the palm of their hand, so we were really up against it. She's my favourite lady, / sexy / too thin variety. You're too thin. That's what people say about me. Anyway, shut up, you're ruining it. So, what have I said? Right, we was real busy in the salon. We was up against it. Everyone was there. We were doing that thing where you try and, you like balance a broom in palm of your hand like that. Yeah? We were all having a go at it. Anyway, the phone started ringing, right? Which is normal. I ain't got any lipstick on. What must people think? I'll put lipstick on while we're talking. Not that one. This one. Right, shut up. So the phone starts ringing. And Fern couldn't answer it because he had to go early because he said he wanted to leave because he had something to do. And Jackie couldn't answer it because she was on toilet. Yeah, you are. But you're thin in a way that means that you've got more meat on your bones, a bit like me. I'm thin in a way that people say, is it glandular? Anyway, shut up, Susan. So I could answer phone. It was me who answered phone in the end anyway, because Jackie was on toilet and she was playing Russian roulette, which is a game where, right, you have to collect cakes, but some of the cakes have got poison in them, so you have to collect the antidote by matching up chocolate bars, and in the end, if you get enough coins, you can buy a dragon. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so that, and then Debbie Downer couldn't answer because it was her turn on broom. Stop talking to me, Alison, you're putting me off. It's real difficult because I have to read it and I have to find the bit in my glasses that I can read it on. You're not fat. Shut up, you knobhead. You're ruining the news. Basically, I answered the phone, which is a big no-no for me because I do everything around there apart from cut hair, sweep up and make coffees. So there I am, like a knobhead, answering my own phone. I'm going to have to get somebody else in. I really am. Anyway, it was some woman who decided she wanted to get on my last nerve by saying, oh, hiya, is that Kelli? I can't come in on the day we've arranged because something's come up. I'm like, what's come up, Leslie? Tell me about it. What exactly has come up? Why have you rung me up and decided that you want to really, really irritate me? Anyway, she says, I've had a death in the family. Bullshit. I said, who's dad, Leslie? And she said, it was my aunt. Oh yeah, brothers. I can't even say it. I'm that angry. I said, was it a sister of your mum or sister of your dad? And she said, my mum. I said, you're talking bullshit, Leslie. I'm not having it. It's not fair. I'm here slogging my guts out and you're ringing in to just change an appointment like it's fine. Anyway, she starts crying in the end and I almost felt sorry for her. And I said to her, look, shall I just see you at the pre-arranged time, Leslie? Because I can't be putting up with this. And she says, yeah. And she starts crying, puts the phone down. And I had to laugh because she's not actually even my client and she's coming in on my day off, so it doesn't really matter to me. But in other news, we've got a new scented candle on the front because Fern went out and bought... I said to him, Fern, can you go out and get some mints? Because I really like mints on the, next to your till. Because I insist people eat them before they talk to me. And he says, yeah. So when I come in, he's got half a pound of beef mince. And it just smells like when I walked in and found me damp nana dead. So that's Salon news. The end. Put lipstick on now. What's next? I've got Jeffrey in next. For people who don't know who Jeffrey is, he's just this bloke who lives on Croom on the Water. I think he got a bit of a crush on me, I don't know. Who is Jeffrey?
Give me a K, give me an E, give me an LLI, and then give me an upside down exclamation mark to spell
Nice
Kelly.
Good
evening, Kelly.
Hello. I'll take the glasses off now because I've done the news reading bit. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Some foul language in that news report, not like BBC News 24 at all.
It was a bit, but you know what? Leslie really got on my tits.
Yes, well, I can appreciate
they've got
that.
better things to do than fuck about with her. Anyway, how are you, Jeffrey?
Very well. Ramajammed as always, and I've looked it up, and I can't.
Religious.
No, I can still say that because I was accused of all sorts on the Twitter. But good gracious, I've been Ramajammed. I've actually got some very exciting news. I've signed up for the Correspondence College of Witchcraft in Hull, and they've sent me the first spell. And so if you would oblige me, I'm going to practice this first spell now, because Kelly Taylor, you're at the age of not believing to make Jeffrey Harris's dreams come true. So here we go. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to practice this spell very well. So what I need to do is I need to tap my knob 3 times.
What?
And then I need to turn it a quarter turn to the left. And then I need to start the spell. Kalimba Macoides Tracorum Sagisti. Are you in love with me yet?
I'm fairly fond of you, Jeffrey.
Right, let's try it again.
Okay.
Kalimba Macoides Tracorum Sagisti. Anything at all?
Well, do you know what? Does it matter where I'm looking when you say it? Because I've just caught sight of myself and this lipstick is amazing.
It doesn't actually say in the instructions. I'll try it one more time. I'll try it with a different note.
Okay.
Kalimba Macoides Tracorum Sagisti. Kalimba Macoides on Tracorum Sagisti. Anything at all?
I do need a wee.
Perhaps they've sent me. It is the College of Witchcraft in Hull, so perhaps they've sent me the wrong spell. It's some kind of clerical error. Oh well, we'll try that. I'm going to try that again at home.
Hang on. Question for Jeffrey.
There's a question for Jeff. Where do you locate your... Well, just come to Croom on the Water and use the post office. Don't use those post boxes. They're stealing postmasters' jobs, post boxes. They should be banned, if you ask me.
I didn't even think of that.
Well, goodness knows why there's so many. Close them all down. They're a COVID risk as well. They could have COVID all over them.
Oh, I never thought of that either. You are
then you'll be sorry, won't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to practice that spell a little bit further. In other news, because I have been rummajammed, as I said, I have been, after I did the advert for you, which has gone down a real treat, by the way,
People love
has
it.
practically saved ITV from administration with the amount of money I've been spending on you, Kelly.
Oh, you've got to climb the tree, you said.
So I think I want to go into the film industry. So I've been penning some ideas to Paramount Pictures, and I've got some ideas I'd like to run by you, and I'd like you to pick a favourite that I'm going to run with. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's like a biopic that I want to do. So we've got Jeffrey got his groove back.
I like it.
Becoming Jeffrey Harris. Jeffrey's Run, like Logan Run, where you kill everyone at the age of, I don't
30.
know. We'll say 50 though, to be on the safe side.
Okay.
There's something about Jeffrey where I get all sorts of gloop in my hair and all sorts, and it's a real jape. No, not a taker with that. We need to talk about Jeffrey.
I like that.
The Jeffrey Harris affair. And Harris in Wonderland.
Ooh.
And the other idea I had was simply calling the film Harris, and it would be like the film Milk, but of course it would be about, instead of being about an activist, it would be about a postmaster, and just called Harris. So out of those, which one is a goer?
I'm going to say we need to talk about Jeffrey. I like the sound of that.
We need to talk about Jeffrey. Okay, so the idea for that would be that it could be about a film about my parents not knowing what on earth to do with me at the age of 3 years old, and packing me straight off to boarding school, where incidentally I did perform, well, not perform, technically committed a few massacres here and there. Jeffrey does Dallas, another very good option there, but probably a little bit evasive.
You get COVID.
Yes, I don't want to. Yes, Jeffrey gets COVID. That wouldn't go down very well at all. Probably last an hour and a half anyway. So yes, I think we'll go along with. There's something. So we need to talk about Jeffrey.
Yes, I like that.
Because I did commit these massacres. I'll probably sort of give you a little bit of background about it.
Okay, yeah.
So when I was at boarding school, of course, we were there all the time. So we had our weekends free, you see.
Oh.
So they used to take us on these little hunting trips where you'd shoot little woodland animals such as rabbits and deer, that kind of thing. And they don't look very impressed, but don't worry. Because I didn't shoot any of the animals, because what happened was I didn't particularly like shooting animals, so I cocked my blunderbuss in a different direction, you see. And usually I would aim it at one of the other students as a little, one of Jeffrey's japes. But I would be, it was funny at the time, and I would be fair about it, because I would shoot my blunderbuss and I would say, "Watch out!" after I'd shot it. And then it's fair game, isn't it? So
Yes.
a lot of the sillier students obviously didn't heed my warning, and they did actually end up getting shot. But to avoid any scandal, because obviously I was going around accidentally killing people, to avoid any scandal, the school covered it up by inventing some silly virus and said, "Oh, by the way, so and so's died of a virus." And that's the end of that. Nobody would question it, because you don't go around simply questioning reasons for death, do you? It'd be terribly vulgar. And also, I was saving the parents thousands and thousands of pounds in school fees, of course. So nobody wanted to question it. So I may not have been saving lives, Kelly, but I was saving money, saving people a lot of money.
You're so clever.
I am clever. It's okay to be shot at private school.
You went to private school?
This was a private boarding school. It was horrendously expensive. Not that my parents paid.
You must be so clever.
Yes, particularly clever. Very, very good at algebra and things like that.
Algebra? What do you use algebra for?
I use algebra every single day. For instance, if a female woman, a non-male, would come into the post office, and with the woman being Y, for instance, and the woman came in with two packages, both packages being X, I can work out that I will be charging her $7.99 per parcel, and then I would whack on an extra charge for when I accuse her of attempting to post lithium-ion batteries. The batteries being X minus Y because she's handing them over to me. Do you see? It's very simple.
So
Another example of algebra is when working out the formula to cause maximum profit for Jeffrey with his with the least effort. So now I won't go into the formula for my new venture. You're not going anywhere. Of course, we already know about that. I won't go into the maths because we've got a lot to get through. But I will tell you a rather amusing story, actually, that happened this week. An older couple actually walked into my post office on Croom on the Water, and they had a sort of haunted look about them. They stared right through me, almost as if they'd come from some sort of psychic reading, perhaps from Psychic Sue. They were inquiring about a holiday, you see.
Yeah.
They really wanted to look forward to a nice holiday that, of course, that I would be cancelling in due course. They wanted 2 weeks sailing on the Caribbean Blue by Enya.
Oh.
Well, of course, I said that's no problem at all. I would be happy to cancel that for them in a few weeks' time. And as I presented my iZettle to them to charge them the £3,800 sterling, it dawned on me. When I was at boarding school, I'd shot their son on one of these hunting trips.
That is embarrassing.
Well, I couldn't help but stifle a giggle. So I looked at them and I said, "Did you have a son called Lyle?" They smiled a little bit and nodded. I said, "Did he die in a cover-up at Witton Forest School for Boys?" "Yes," they exclaimed. "How did you know? Were you in his dormitory? Were you bunkmates?" I didn't have the heart to tell them that it was my gun that their son had got in the way of.
Oh, they would laugh at that.
Well, they would laugh, but then I'd lose my £2,000 commission, you see. So
yeah.
I simply smiled at them and said, "Do you know, he was the sort of boy who would have loved a last-minute cruise." I think that gave them some solace.
Yes. You could sell ice to Eskimos, I'm telling you.
They loved it. And there we go. Everyone left happy.
Yeah. Oh, that is a beautiful story, Jeffrey.
It is.
Pardon me, I just done a burp. And then remembered little twiglets, which is lovely. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Look at me wearing glasses. Does it make me look real intelligent and that?
I was going to say, talking of triglets, you're looking very slim.
Thank you. People are saying I look too thin. They're saying you're going too far, Kelly.
You look gaunt, I'd say.
Thank you. I do look gaunt, and I'm developing quite a down on my back now because of the interruption in my hormone development. You know, oh, look at that! Did you see that?
That sounds marvellous.
I'm like a stranger in my own body at the minute, Jeffrey.
Yes, and your ears are getting too thin because your earpiece is falling out.
Yeah,
so
that my ears are just like bones. They're like ear bones now. You can feel the bone in the ear.
Absolutely. Well, don't get too thin. That's my advice.
I don't think I can promise that, Jeffrey. I am just. I'm a machine, and I've got the focus clear. I'm not having anything that's bad for me. I've cut out all carbs, and I'm just keeping it like that.
You're what everyone calls. These days they say you're in the zone.
I am in the zone. That's exactly what I'm in, and I think it's hard work, but it pays off in the end. Do you know what I mean? I'm having 2 Slim Fast after this because it cancels it out.
cancels out the corona.
Yes, you have. What you do is when you're on a Slim Fast plan. I haven't read the instructions, but I've pretty much picked it up. You have a shake with every meal, so you don't get hungry, and that's what burns the calories. So I'm bloating up at the minute, which I think is what happens. So at the minute, everything's so tight for me, but then I'll just lose that water, is what I'm hoping.
That sounds absolutely marvellous. I wish you every success.
Thank you, Jeffrey. How do you keep the trim?
I don't. I'm on the bloating stage, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Oh, good for you.
Definitely nothing to do with childhood trauma, so don't even imply that.
I'll need to get to the bottom of that, Jeffrey.
Good
You're
gracious,
welcome. No, I'd love to hear about that. Hello,
perhaps
that's
another
Octavia.
time.
Hello,
Yes, hello,
Octavia.
Octavia. Yes, hello.
She's lovely. Pardon me
Yes.
again. Right then, is that everything?
Yes, I must get on. It's way past my bedtime, and I've got to open the post office for 2 hours tomorrow.
Oh, full 2 hours. Oh, you'll sleep tomorrow night.
A full 2 hours. So I will bid you good evening. Lovely to talk to you again.
Night and that. Have a lovely evening. I'm going to turn this on.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, it's gone. Hang on. Watch this. Put this on. Oh, God's sake, Kelli. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love flamingos. They look like little dinosaurs, don't they? Not frightening. Right, what's next? Right. I'll tell you what's next. You know Tom James. Everybody likes Tom James. Everybody fancies Tom James. Right. He's coming in later. Well, now, in a minute. He's going to have an interview, which I'm excited about. And Fern's going to help him and that. Fern and Tom. I don't know. Oh, hiya, Fern.
Hiya, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Hi, Tom. Fern, are you all right? Because I was just worried that you weren't all right.
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, are you in your caravan now, Tom? Let's have a look.
I don't actually live in a caravan.
Oh, funny.
It's a nice caravan, that, isn't it?
It's a lovely caravan. Is it warm? What happens when it's raining? Does it keep you up all night? Tom, do you poo in the caravan or in a portaloo outside the caravan? Tom, do you poo in the caravan?
I'm intrigued to find out.
I don't think I want to know now. I've decided I don't think I want to know.
Tom Maybe he's not got good internet in his caravan.
It's funny because it looks like maybe I've spelt it with an aubergine, but I haven't. Jim has, because he's a big fairy queen. Anyway, hiya, Tom James and that.
Hi.
Look at you.
Hi.
You look real nice tonight. It's nice. Oh, Tom's got falsies on. Do you think he ain't got That's what it looks like. He looks like a big bender. Look at him. You do though, don't you? You got a real bender's face. Because I thought, what did I say to you, Fern, earlier? You said, what about that Tom James? And I said, I thought he was a bender, because he's funny and that, but he's not. It's funny, isn't it? Right. Anyway, Tom, what are you drinking, Tom? What are you drinking?
It's beer, just a beer.
Okay. I'm drinking a beer as well. Do you want to do that thing where, right, you go cheers? Hang on, I'll put it to you put it to that. Do it. But you have to look me right in the eye while you're doing it. Have you got a drink, Fern? Right, you, come on, everybody cheers.
I've got a Vimtor.
Cheers!
Yeah.
Cheers.
Right, shall we get on with this interview then?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I just want to say, Tom, before I say anything, thanks ever so much for coming to this interview.
That's okay. We didn't get to sort of reveal my news at the last show.
Yeah, so as I say, thanks for coming in. The whole interview will be about 10 minutes, but we will try and leave some time at the end for you to ask some questions too. And remember, this is much as a chance for you to get to know us, and if you're suitable for us and we're suitable for you, as it is. I mean to say, but I don't. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Just no. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
He
my
looks
first
dead
question.
nervous, doesn't he, Kelly?
I think he is nervous. I think he's quite a shy man. Right. So my first question is, what qualities do you think you have to make you a good candidate for this role? I mean, you know, are you a hard worker?
I mean, in certain situations.
Give me an example of when you have used your initiative.
I don't.
You know, have you, for example, been in a real life equivalent of, say, the Crystal Maze, where a little creepy bald homosexual has imprisoned you in a room that he has for some reason dressed up as a jungle and won't let you out until you do put the right stick in the right hole, so to speak?
No, that's
How
not
do you
happened.
resolve conflicts? How do you resolve conflicts? Has he frozen? Is he crying? Has he gone away?
I don't know. I think you've thrown him already.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And you know what? Another thing I heard today, somebody says they won't wear masks because they can't get oxygen. You went away then, Tom. Are you all right?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Right. No, it's all right. It doesn't look good though. So far, thus far.
I'm putting that as a mark against him. Don't listen, Tom.
Yeah,
Just a minute.
right. Imagine you're not listening. I'm just moving my camera a little bit. Oh no, everybody, it's gone wrong.
Right, I've marked him down. Carry on.
Right. So what did I just ask you?
Something about the Crystal Maze. Oh yeah, that. You try and hear both sides of the story, I guess, and get like.
Let me tell you about a time I had to resolve a right bad disagreement. Right. So Jackie had booked someone in for a brow work, and I think he was having the Vincent Price. Anyway, when the woman turned up, I just wasn't feeling it. Her attitude was all wrong. So after she had been put in the chair and given an Afghan elbow massage by Jackie, I thought, I'll just pop to the shops. Anyway, I came back about half an hour later, or 2 hours, maybe 3 hours later. I don't remember. And she was all, where have you been? This is outrageous. And I remained calm because that's what I teach. And that's what they teach you in conflict resolution. And so I deliberately gave her the Colin Farrell eyebrows instead, and she looked like a Thunderbird puppet when she left. Conflict resolved. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Tom?
Yep. Yes, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Tom?
What?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself down south?
I mean, what do you
maybe
mean?
in a bigger caravan? Do you want to live in a bigger caravan? Has it gone again, Fair?
I think he's frozen with nerves again. Kelly, I hope he has frozen because Kelly, I'm doing this now. It's 2 thumbs down.
He's not doing
me.
well, is he? I can't
He's
see
not doing well at all.
I can't see him fitting in. I just can't see it.
No, he's back now.
There he is. Right. So do you see yourself living down south, maybe in a bigger caravan, Tom? Oh, this is ridiculous.
No. He's not put any effort in at all.
I think, do you know what? He's pulling my plonker.
He's not put any effort into this preparation.
I'm sick of this. And do you know what? Look how sparkly I made my books. Kelly Taylor's Late Night Comedy Salon and Kelly Taylor Corner. That maybe won't right. But he's back.
Sorry. Hi, sorry.
No, God, it's ridiculous. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself in a bigger caravan, Tom?
I mean, I don't actually live in a caravan.
You are quite right. Mobile domicile.
No, I mean,
this isn't going as well as I'd hoped.
I mean, this feels a bit like a job interview more than an interview.
Yeah, good. So the final question I want to bring Fern in on this is one of the team, and I think he should be able to assess how it's going. What do you think?
Well, I've done my assessment so far, and that just gives you a bit of a benchmark. So you've got and that's not kisses, by the way. That's exes. It's not. It's like
Sexy exes.
yeah, but it's like
Ex.
Simon Cowell's X-Files exes, which are bad ones.
They are the bad ones.
Not like kisses. So, final question, Tom. It's not a trick question to trick you. No one's here to trick you, so there's no trick answers, okay? I hope that's put your mind at rest. So, your staff member and confidant has recently been revelled to be stealing money from your till. The clients as well, stealing from their handbags, stealing from their coat pockets, and also stealing from the state. Do you A, confront him and give him the chance to pay money back and change his ways for better? B, tell police and get the vermin locked up? Or C, do you just look the other way, turn a blind eye, and forget about it because it doesn't matter?
Right, all right, then answer me this then, Tom. What if you consistently come into the salon, right, and somebody, naming no names, refuses to flush the toilet after a number 2? What do you do then, Tom? Do you have a go at them, or do you tell everybody in the salon that they're dirty? Or what? Do you just say nothing and just pretend it's going to go away? What do you do?
You've got an accusatory tone there, Kelly.
I'm just saying that it's the second time in a row I've walked in, and you
Yeah,
have
and it was the second time with Jackie both times as well.
I know Jackie seems like the ideal culprit here because she has got RBS. She had a pizza earlier, and I'm not one to victim blame, but it's her own fault, greedy fat cow. Who's that? Roxy Burns. I like her.
Give him chance to pay money back. What if this mystery person's already spent it?
Yeah, well, ask him this then. What's he spent it on, Tom? What's he spent it on?
I've got 5 kids to raise.
You have got 3 beautiful kids to raise, and I don't see why I should subsidise your 3 beautiful kids and the 2 weird-looking kids. Yeah, you got 5 kids. I know what I said, Fern. I know what I said.
That's a horrible thing to say with two of them's birthdays coming right up, and you didn't even give me any bonus for birthdays.
I'm not celebrating the birth of one of them kids. It is awful. It looks like that.
Actually, I can't actually say you've got a point there, so well done. But I just want to know what Tom's answer is, because I don't think Tom would like to work in a salon, would you, Tom, where all of the staff just feel victimised by manager who swans in on a Saturday and she counts a shift as doing a 5-minute dance routine to a steps song.
That was a 3-minute dance routine, and it wasn't steps. So, do you want to get your facts right? It was S Club.
It felt like it was 7 minutes of S Club steps or whatever they're called, and that's all you did. You came in, I was doing a trim and ended up cutting off that little boy's ear. Now we've got court case coming up, and it's not my fault.
Do you know how much people pay for body modifications nowadays? Do you know how much they pay for them? No, you don't, because you don't keep abreast of what I keep abreast of, which is the news.
Not that you'd know, but I tried to mitigate the situation by saying now he's not got no ear, he's going to hear faster at school because it's not going to go round. She wasn't having any of it. Money grabbing mum.
It is a good segment. You know what? I think we should keep it in all the time. Interview Tom James every week, because I feel like I'm really getting to know him, don't you, Fern?
I think we've learnt so much about this candidate, and I think he's absolutely shined through. And I'm going to change my grades, and look what I'm going to do. Watch this, Tom, because you've impressed.
That's it.
Oh yeah, that is real good. Yeah. So
In fact, Isn't that great for hearing faster at school, and she didn't even care because she wants that. She doesn't care about her kid's education.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to bring your kid in last minute for an haircut anyway, I think it just screams a bad motherhood.
And don't tell your kids not to turn round fast when they're having their haircut when someone comes in doing a 7-minute tribute to S Club 7.
3 minute. 3 minute.
3 minutes, whatever. It went on and on.
No, because the rap was only like 2 minutes. So all in all, it was, and I did it's Tom's favourite rap. It's the cat. We want you to rap.
No, don't.
Cat. We want you to rap. Yeah. Talk to me, lover. Come and tell me what you taste. Didn't your mama tell you life is too good to waste? Did you tell you love sexy was the glam of them all? You can hang, you can trip, and you surely won't fall. No side effects, the feeling lasts forever. Straight up, it tastes good, it makes you feel clever. You kiss your enemies like you know you should, and then you drag your body out like a hard pony would. You drag your body like a hard pony would. Now run and tell your mum about that. And while you're at it, tell your papa about that. Where did everybody go? Hiya.
Oh my God.
You didn't know I could rap, did you?
I didn't like that.
Don't be like that.
That's why me and Karen got banned from Merrion Centre in Leeds. We were doing that kind of rap outside Morrison's. Got a 2-year ban.
Oh, what happens if I do that? Oh God. Anyway, Tom, have you got out to ask us?
What's going on?
Well, thanks ever so much, Tom, for coming. We won't be in touch. I can't see it. Can you? It's classic Tom James. Bye, Tom. Bye, Tom. Bye, Tom. Tom's going. There we go.
Oh, what a chatterbox.
I can't bear it. I will not be bullied.
I couldn't imagine him in Salon. He wouldn't fit in at all.
I don't like his attitude. He's got a real bad energy. That's Susie Meredith. What does it say?
I don't like Prince's tuna anymore.
Why? Why don't you like it, Susie Meredith? I like Susie Meredith. She's my friend at the Home Office.
What?
She's my friend at the Home Office.
I don't
works at the Home
really,
Office. Well, she
I don't really want to get involved.
Primark now.
Oh, that's all right then. I like her.
Yeah, get a lot of discounts. I say discounts. I just nick things.
So we've got to do a final scoring for Tom. So attitude out of 10.
He did write a book. Hang on. He did write a book. Shall we show him the book, everybody? Tom wrote a book. Isn't that a good book, everyone? Yay! And that's my favourite page.
Is that the page that credits you?
When you do this, hang on, you open it at the dirty bit. It opens automatically at the rude bits. Look. Isn't it funny? You know when you're looking through a book as a kid looking for the dirty bits? Isn't it funny what jumps out at you? I remember like 3 or 4 times opening it at chicken thigh. Right. What are we doing now? What's happening now?
We need to score Tom. So out of 10,
yeah.
Attitude out of 10.
None.
And confidence out of 10.
None.
Right, so I just need to add that up and do an average. So
yeah.
Right, so none plus none, I'm afraid. Oh, what a shame.
Well, to be honest with you, it's no great loss to me because I can't be doing with it. I just can't be doing with it. I'm turning my light down again.
I didn't like him from get-go.
He's got a nice face. I like his face. That's about it.
It was okay. It was okay. And it's okay to be okay, but not in this instance.
No. Do you want to know what my first job was? I was
but you're going to tell me.
I was a child model, and this is what I modelled.
And who's the little girl?
She was a little friend of mine who sadly died. Which reminds me, have you seen Servant? It's about a dead baby. I made Tom James watch it.
I'm not watching that. It's on Apple TV. No one has it.
Don't be like that. Why are you being like that, though? Right. Oh. Oops. Oh, she's real heavy-handed, is Kelli Taylor. I'm going to do my ghost story. I think we've finished, haven't we? You and me. That's the end. Are you going to read that book now? Because I'm going to read a real good story.
Yeah, I'm busy now.
I'll be like that then. Night-night.
Night-night. Bye. See ya.
See ya. Putting a candle on. Because now it's time for candle. See if it works over this. Whoops. Oh, that's spooky, isn't it, everybody? Real itchy nose. It means I'm going to have a row, I think. Right, let's put this up here. Are we ready for our ghost story? Get ready for this, though. Oh, it's real frightening. This is Kelli Taylor's mysterious world of frightening experiences. Ooh. Thanks, Jim. Sorry about calling you a bender earlier. I obviously didn't mean it. Unless you didn't hear me calling you a bender. In that case, what are you talking about? Right. This is a terrifying event. This actually happened to me. And I think you're all going to be kacking yourself when you've heard it. Ooh. Right, it was Thursday. Yeah. And it was about 1:43 p.m. and Jackie had just nipped to the toilet because of her disability in IBS. And she just had a milkshake, so I'm not victim blaming, but it's all her own fault, stupid fat cow. I was at the reception desk and I was catching up on my game of solitaire, which is like chess but better. And it was then I heard this baby crying, right? And I didn't know where it was coming from at all. I looked all over, couldn't find anywhere where it was coming from. So I Googled the Salon's address, and about 100 years ago, there was a maternity hospital 2 miles away from where I am. So I can only assume it was a dead baby with unfinished business. The end. Ooh, how frightening is that? Tim shat his pants, which is, to be honest, is not unusual because he does that anyway because he gets very, very excited. Roxy gets
Oh no, what's gone on? Oh, sorry everyone. Kelly's, I think it's KCOM. I think all slagging off I've done of KCOM and head of KCOM's found out and he's sabotaged Shaw. So if you want to complain to KCOM, that's what I'd do. I'm not vindictive, but you might be. Anyway, so that's about it. So sorry about that. I'm sure Kelly's okay and she's not been assassinated or out like that. But if she has, don't forget to donate to her passing. So, night, everyone. Bye.